everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be talking about procedures and routines. It is very important that you establish procedures and routines in your classroom from day one. To establish procedures and routines in your classroom, you first need to teach. Secondly, you need to rehearse. And last, you want to reinforce. By teach, what I mean is you need to state, explain, and model, as well as demonstrate the procedure being taught. By rehearse, it means that you are practicing with your students the correct way to do the procedure. This is something that can be done individual or in small groups, or you can do it whole group with your class. During this time, you definitely want to make sure that you are giving feedback to your students. And you want to practice it until you have 100% of your students doing the procedure exactly how it should be done. So for example, in the beginning of the school year, when I'm teaching my procedures and routines to my students, I like to tell them what I see is good, and then I tell them how they can make it better, and then I follow up by saying it can be the best by. So for example, if we're practicing walking in a straight line to the cafeteria, I will tell them what's good about how they practice it, and then we will try it again, and I will tell them how they can make it better, and then we will try it again, and I will tell them how it can be the best. By reinforce, what I mean is you want to reteach, rehearse, you want to praise, and practice. So you reteach it until the students have it exactly how you desire for it to be done. You want to make sure that you're praising your students because you want to point out those students who are meeting the expectation and doing the procedure in the way that you exactly want it done. Therefore, that student serves as kind of a model example of what their other classmates should be looking like. So when I'm doing procedures and routines in my classroom, I like to drill. That means that we practice it over and over again until it's done correctly. The way that you start off your school year is going to set the tone for how these students do the procedure for the rest of the year. So if you want your students to be lining up in a certain way, it's important that you tell them how you want it done and you demonstrate it for them, and then you practice with them over and over again, giving them feedback to make it better each time. The goal is that you want to make sure that you've done these procedures and practiced them to the point where they become habits, their daily routine. So when I greet my students every day at the door and they walk into my classroom, they know exactly what to do because I set that procedure in the beginning of the school year and we practiced over and over and over again. The goal here is you want to make sure that you are being consistent. Consistency is so important. Consistency is truly key in your success in setting strong procedures and routines for your students in your classroom. So at this time, I just wanted to give you a list of procedures that you should be practicing with your students from the very beginning of the school year. Entering the classroom, dismissal, returning papers, pencils and pencil sharpening, the restroom, how students should be sitting at their desks. For example, I use swag position. How students should be sitting on the carpet. Transitions from a student's desk to the carpet, from their carpet back to the desk. And also between content areas. So if you teach math and you have to switch with your partner who teaches reading, how students should be switching. What does that procedure look like? Praising students, noise levels, even going to lunch. So these are just a few classroom procedures that I make sure to do every single year. I hope that you have found this video helpful, and if you have any other suggestions for setting strong procedures and routines in your classroom that could help others, definitely share them down below in the comment section. In addition, I want you to share any procedures that you use in your classroom that I haven't mentioned in this video that you consider to be very vital and important to setting a strong classroom environment from day one. Make sure that you check out my website, misstierraney.com, for other teacher resources, and I will see you in the next video.